So it's International Women's Day today, and I just want to give a shout out to all the amazing women that I've met in my life. But before I do that, let me just give you a little bit of background. I was fortunate enough to be raised in a house of women. I was the only boy. It was just me, my mother, and my three sisters for most of my young life. As a result, I never learned to demean women like so many men have in this world. I always see women, and I still have seen women, as just being equal to me. You know, no difference. The only difference is physical, maybe a little emotional, but we all come from a different place in that regard. But I've never looked down on a woman, never seen a woman as less than me. And that's been true for my entire life. I've worked with some very amazing women, some very strong women, some very funny women, very sensitive women, you know, all kinds. I've always been drawn to stronger women, women who know their mind, women who have something to say and say it, who will not be stepped on by men, because unfortunately, despite best intentions, we still live in a predominantly men's world. Certain areas of life, in industry and creative world, whatever, business is dominated by men, unfortunately. So I can appreciate a woman who can stand her ground, who can be a woman but be strong, who can be as good as any man in their chosen field. I find it, even today, I find it very difficult to understand the mentality that looks down on women. You know, I just don't get it. I never will. I don't want to get it, and I'll never be a part of that. You know, every woman to me is no different than any man. The only difference is, excuse the humour a little bit, but the only difference is, men I'm attracted to, women I'm not. So I don't know, maybe that plays a part in it. I don't think it does, but who knows. So look, anyway, as it is National Women's Day, and as I said, I've met and know a lot of strong women, I want to give an actual shout out to some of my favourite women. Some are celebs, so I've not met them unfortunately. Some I have met. Others are actual people I've known throughout my life. So, here's a list of a few. If you're not on the list, then by all means put your name on the list anyway, and just assume that I meant you too. I just unfortunately can't remember every single female I've met in my life. If only that were the case, but you know, oldish mind, getting old now. So, just a few. I'll start with Nana Visitor, who of course Major Kira from Deep Space Nine. Amazing woman, always thought so. Met her a few years ago. She was fantastic. Marina Sirtis from Star Trek Next Generation, Deanna Troi. Amazing, outspoken woman, knows her own mind, and is not afraid to let you know. And you've got to admire that. Other famous women would be Michelle Obama. Love that woman. Kamala Harris. Again, strong, outspoken, determined, intelligent, smart woman. Whoopi Goldberg, one of my favourite comedians, who, you know, again, I don't always agree with what she says, but she always says it in a very intelligent and thoughtful way, and my God, she is funny. Vera Farmiga, who turns out I've watched her in a few things, but the main thing I thought she was amazing in was in Bates Motel, and everything I've seen her doing interviews has been class. A few more sort of famous people, but I actually know them. Helen Coldwin, she appeared in a radio play I wrote once, and I've interacted with her many times, and she's always been a very good role model for younger women. Sadie Miller, the daughter of Elizabeth Sladen, who has shown me many times what it is to be a strong woman, raising 2 children on her own, and she got herself a little career back to acting, writing, anything she put her mind to, she succeeds, because she's amazing. And some personal people I know of my life, who names will mean nothing to you, excuse me, but they'll know who they are, and that's Michelle Harvey, Abby Hopkins, dear Abby, oh if only you were a guy, Kirsty Exall, Leah Owen, Katie Riggs, Jolene Ferris, hey Joe, Jessica Booth, Jessica Roach, sorry, wrong one. Lynette Booth, dear Lynette, love Lynette. So many others. And of course, no list would be complete without a shout out to my sister, my little sister. The only one of three that I actually speak to now, Tracy Ann, who, a bit of a miracle woman herself. You know, she's gone through some hard crap in her life, but she's always come through it ultimately. Always stood out away from the rest of the family, took her own path, and has produced 3 amazing little kids, and you cannot fault that. So, National Women's Day, to all you women, power to you. Always be true to yourself, never let this world grind you down, and don't let the men step on you. You are just as valid as them. You can achieve what they can achieve. Don't let them get in your way. I certainly won't let them do it for you. So, I'm right here. Keep fighting the good.